Hello Facebook, how are you all doing today? This morning, this afternoon, this evening, depends on where you are in the world, doesn't it? It's an awesome day here in Auckland. I don't know if you saw yesterday, but I did a live from Sydney near the airport, and it was a beautiful sunny day there. And it was raining in Auckland, so I promised my wife I'd bring the sun home. Look at this, I did it, told her I would. But today I want to talk about something that's really new to me, and it's something, although I had awareness of, is something I didn't understand, and I still don't understand it. It's quite a cool thing. It's probably the relationship between mindset and physiology. I've struggled, and I'm aware of the term I'm using when I say struggled, because that in itself is a limiting belief, but for the last 2 years I had struggled with a miniscule tear in my right knee, which was giving me all sorts of trouble. Every time I stand up, my kneecap would feel like it was lifting off my knee joint, and if I turned it would pop, and it was just that I didn't have the stability in that knee, and it was weak because I would favour it, and it was constantly giving me trouble. 5-6 times a day I'd be in excruciating pain, and then I would go away for another hour or hour and a half, 2 hours. If I got out of the car and rotated on my right foot, which is what caused it in the first place, working as a mechanic, I was in and out of cars all day. So you drive a car into the workshop, put it on the hoist, out and spin on your right leg so you could get between the car and the hoist. And sure enough, one day there was this pop. Her knee just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and been to doctors about it, had MRIs about it. Half of them have shook their head and said, "Oh, that's not good. There's not a lot we can do about that particular one. Maybe surgery, but you'll be off work for a fair amount of time." And I'd do the normal thing, weigh it up. Well, yeah, most of the time it's alright, as opposed to 6 weeks off work or something like that, and a knee brace. And nah, I'm not doing that. I'll just put up with it. Tom tough. I can deal with this. But as some of you may be aware, I set myself a goal last week. I was going to get rid of this dad bod, tighten up the guts a bit, get rid of the bare guts, get a bit fitter, a bit stronger. And one of the exercises we did on this course, this NLP course, was aligning our values and getting rid of conflicts. And I had a really big conflict around fitness and health. All my life I'd wanted to be bigger, yet here I was trying to lose this fat. So there was a huge conflict there, and every time I'd get to the point where I'd look in the mirror and go, "Jesus, Pete, do something about that, man." And I'd say, "Right, yeah, nah, it's not that important." There was that conflict. So I got that resolved last week, and it was a really simple process in hindsight, something I could never have done myself. I used another coach, and he did this parts integration on me, and he found the higher value of what I was actually after, which was to be the greatest version of myself. And it didn't matter whether it was getting fitter, getting stronger, or losing that fat around my guts. That's all about being a higher version of myself. So those two conflicts, as soon as I worked on that and got it up to the greater good on both sides of wanting to be the best possible version of myself, the conflict was gone. And the amazing thing was, as soon as that conflict disappeared, I'd go to make a cup of tea, and I'd look at the sugar, and I'd usually chuck 2 teaspoons in it. Nah, I don't want that. Wow, where did that come from? And you'd walk past the chocolate in the shopping supermarket aisle and things like that, because all of a sudden you didn't want it. I needed it before because I wanted to be bigger. Now I just want to be the best possible version of myself. So that need for chocolate, that need for sugar, has just, in here, has gone. But the amazing thing, and I realised it yesterday afternoon, after I'd done 4 or 5 days of walking, I'd been up out of my seat, jumping around, doing stupid stuff to keep my energy state as high as possibly could, so I could be in a real good learning state over this course, that my knee had not given me 1 ounce of trouble since Thursday last week, which was the same day I resolved this issue around fitness and health and weight. And so I don't understand this, and if somebody wants to talk to me about it and explain it in more detail, please get hold of me, talk to me. But I'm starting to believe that there was no physical problem with my knee other than what my mind was telling me was wrong with it. And that's pretty cool. And it makes you wonder, what other physical problems are we dealing with that are nothing more than mindset? We tell ourselves we have a problem with our knee. It's never going to heal if we keep telling ourselves we have a problem with our knee, because we believe we have a problem with our knee. And this is crazy, crazy stuff. I'm a mechanic. I've born on a farm. This is not stuff that I've ever learned about or things like this, but I'm sitting up and I'm taking notice. And I've never seen anything like this. It's really amazing to me. And I've been for another run this morning. You wouldn't have caught me doing 2 runs in a week ever before. I would have talked myself out of it after the second one. I said, "Nah, Pete, you don't need that bad. Need it that badly. You can actually might work that stomach off, and that's not what you want. It's not what I wanted in here deep down." So I'm going to explore this further, and what I learn about it I'm going to share with you, because I think it's a really, really interesting subject, and I think a lot of us out there could have a lot of stuff that is affecting us physically that's in our head. I mean, we all have pain, we all have back, so many people out there have got chronic back pain and things like that, and the doctors shake their head and say, "You're going to have to live with that." But is it just in their head? Is it a manifestation of something else that is holding us back from doing what we want to do? So that's my thought for the day. I'm going to explore it further. I think it's really, really, really cool. It's going to be really interesting. So you all have a great day. Here comes the wind, but that's not bad. Blow the rubbish away. See you later. Love you all. Bye.